we are going to have a swift meeting. Swift, like as in cool, no, as in really fast. As in we're, our generation, we're.
Okay, cool.
So this is calling to order a meeting of the Finance Committee for November 4th. We have one item on the agenda, and that is a resolution of the Common Council consenting to adjustment in the budget for a certain position for DGS, and that's the confidential secretary position or confidential assistant position. Present are committee members Farrell and O'Brien. Also present are council members Kimbrough, Fahey, Love, Hoey, Johnson, Flynn, Anani. And in the audience we have Marissa Brancini and Sue Rizzo. Okay, so folks, there was some thought at one point that this would not come to the Finance Committee because often salary adjustments don't go to the committee. This particular change is for the confidential assistant that already the change in salary is in the 2020 budget. However, what they are looking for and why this is before us right now is because this is a intra-year salary adjustment for the rest of the year that would take effect today, that we need to amend that, to allow this person to come into this position now. Some questions were raised because it is a approximately $10,000 salary increase. It is only about $1,500 for the rest of the year, but it is a sizable jump up from what the person is getting now, and also for this particular position. And as a result of the questions that were raised during caucus, I had asked the Commissioner of DGS and his staff to provide us with information regarding a change in the responsibilities for this particular position. And we have been provided with this chart. Essentially, the subject matter areas are the same, however, this person is going to bear a lot more of the responsibility. One of the things I'm glad to see is the person will be bearing a lot more responsibility for facilitating the hiring process, and we know that this particular department has a lot of vacancies in it. They will be helping with civil service. They will be helping with union meetings, also the processing of worker comp claims, the paperwork, and working with our vendor on that with regard to getting appropriate information regarding that. And then also scheduling meetings and being responsible for keeping lists of meetings, and then some miscellaneous responsibilities. With that said, are there any, we don't have staff here to answer questions because I didn't get the sense that there were any, but are there any questions? Is there any discussion on this amongst committee members first? Mr. O'Brien, do you have anything?
No.
Mr. Anani?
I just had a question. Is this going to be like an internal hire? Is it somebody being moved to this position?
That's correct. It's somebody that's being moved
Intern.
to this position.
She's already in the office, she's getting additional duties.
And they're eliminating the old position, right?
Yes, they are eliminating the position that person is being transferred from, and the resolution, I think, was amended to reflect that. What? All right. I do want to note that we need to amend this resolution because it says, has requested amendments, the last whereas says, has requested amendments to the 2019 budget to increase by eliminating a position. So it would be decrease expenditures.
Where's that?
So in the last whereas, instead of to increase, it should read to decrease expenditures by eliminating position entitled event assistant. So that is something that we had asked about, and that amendment was provided to us. We also have someplace so I think we want to say that to make this adjustment effective. I got the impression, so Joe Igo had
You're right.
raised.
How could you miss me?
Hi.
Quiet, my throat's
Hi.
hurting.
So he is here. So I want to note that for the record. And I also want to note that Mr. Robinson is here for the record also. So you had recommended, even though Sergio was saying we didn't need it retroactive,
What was that now?
the salary increase for this particular
Well,
position.
he said he didn't, that it would just be from the date that whenever she started the job. She hasn't started it, right?
Marissa, do you know if she started this job?
Indeed, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I want, for safety's sake, I want to change this from October 1st to October 15th, so if she happens to be filling in for that position, that we're not winding up having this come back to us, but it was pretty clear when he was here, he was looking for it to be prospective from that point. So we're making that amendment. I note for the record, Ms. Pliers is here. So any further questions, discussion on this item? So do I have a motion to move this forward with a positive recommendation with those amendments? Mr. O'Brien?
Second?
Ms. Farrell seconds it. This is for committee members only, so our recommendation is that this be voted on at tonight's meeting with a positive recommendation. All in favor? Aye. Ms. Pliers, are you going to abstain, or are you going to be reflected as voting yes on this?
I'm going to abstain since I'm not sure what the vote is.
All right. So we have 4 votes in favor and Ms. Pliers abstaining. And with that, that passes out of committee with a positive recommendation. We voted on tonight. And I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second by Mr. Robinson, Mr. O'Brien. All right, and so, all in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Aye, adjourned. And